Alright, here we go. We're getting into it here. Hello everyone, and today we're playing Silent Hill. As much as anyone knows about Silent Hill, like this game definitely, obviously has like a legacy to it in that. I know vaguely about the plot and like the vibe of this game, but other than that, I really don't know that much about it. I haven't really played this type of game much either, so I don't know how good I'm going to be at it, but I mean, that's part of the fun with things like this anyways, right? The text is kind of crusty, that's just how it is. I think it's a PlayStation 1 game. Let's check out the opening cutscene. I've never actually paid attention to this before when I've been like testing in the game. So they're like a family, I guess, very subtle with what they're introducing here. And it's snowing. He's waking up. I'm just saying what's happening on the screen, no input. I mean, it's hard to at this point where we don't know who any of these people are, right? I know there's a cult element, like we can see there. I don't know if that's the cult, maybe. I feel like I should be adding more in, but I don't know what to say. I like the video filters they're using, like it does kind of help make the PS1 models look not as crusty, although I will say, like, you know, in modern times, there's definitely a trend, especially recently, looking back on, like, PlayStation 1 models and, like, enjoying the kind of crustiness, which I definitely get, so I don't even necessarily mind how kind of weird and dull-like the models look. I mean, a big part of that too is like shaders, I think, right? Isn't that that's a gaming term people use? I don't know too much about that kind of thing, but that's always a good thing to keep in mind. I don't know what I'm talking about at any given point in time. A long cutscene. I'm sure this is like super meaningful and insightful if you've played this game before, but if you like know the plot, but I don't know what's happening here at all. Oh, someone getting hit by a car? Is that his wife? Maybe. I am playing with a controller too, that's gonna be fun. I got it all set up. I don't know any of the buttons. We're gonna play on normal because I want to do this like respectably, quote unquote. And with that set up, we have ourselves another cutscene. That's pretty cool. I don't know how saving works in this game either, I should say. So we're gonna have to learn that together. Not that I think I'm gonna get too much done in the first episode, but still. It's a fun little animation they got going on here. Fun little effect. It's not the animation itself, but alright, I don't actually know the controls, so I guess we're still not playing yet. Cheryl is his wife, theoretically, ostensibly. For some reason I assumed there would be voice acting in this game. Maybe this is just like, it's the start. I like the snow effect, though. Alright, so how does this work? We got a control stick. We can move around. It is tank controls, which is not fun. So left and right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be struggling to move myself around as of being in existence for a while. The analog controls do the same. What do the buttons do? X does nothing. O does nothing. That does something if you have a map, which I do not. The shoulders are this goofy little step to strafe, I guess. Right bumper. Oh, those are the bumpers, sorry. The right shoulder does nothing. Left shoulder, you can look forward, I guess. And start is obviously pausing, nothing interesting there. Select. This is fun. Got 8. We can definitely choose between 8 somethings. Sorry, I know this is like normally not that interesting, but... Oh, that looks good. Does this game have auto-saving? I should have looked that up before, but... It'll be fun to know what any of this means. Yeah, no camera controls, so we're just kind of like on our own. I'm going to be swerving all over the place as I get used to the tank controls. Walk right into this door. Can I operate it? None of the buttons seem to do anything. So I'm just going to walk very awkwardly. This is going to take a long time to get used to. I've never actually played a game with tank controls before. It seems like I hit some kind of cutscene here. Footsteps. How come you don't ever run like that when I'm controlling you? I wonder if one of the buttons does that. That would make sense, actually. I do appreciate the music. It's just like...
Cheryl?
whooshy.
Is that Cheryl?
Okay, there's voice acting. Sorry, I didn't know that was going to happen, but... Is that his daughter, I'm guessing?
Where are you going?
Yeah, very
Hey,
insightful.
wait! Stop!
Hey, wait, stop. I guess this is our tutorial into moving. Oh, yeah, if I hold down circle, he does run. He just takes like a minute to get into it, you know? So the kid was somewhere around here. I should have explored the environment before, you know? A bit more detailed. The kid can wait. Oops, okay. I don't mean to be turning around. I wanted to turn just a bit, but that's not how this game controls. Can I like examine things? Maybe eventually, but not right now. This is going to be very awkward to control at first. I'll just put that out right now. I know I keep saying that, but it's something it's like driving a car. Oh, that was certainly a noise. Is that something back here, or is that... Oops, I legitimately ran into a wall because because this man controls like driving a car on ice. Okay, get over there. This isn't meant to be like a fumble game, but it kind of is. Okay, is X the interact then? Oh geez, okay. Very good at setting a mood, I will say. That's a dog. Whoops, okay, I didn't want to walk through the dog corpse, but like... this game... They certainly didn't know how to make games control back in the day, I will say. No offense to anyone. Any retro gamers in the audience. I do love, like, the mood so far is being set up very well. The camera work is very creative. Although, when I'm, like, learning a new control scheme for the first time, it is kind of interfering. I also don't know where I'm going or what I'm supposed to be doing. So it is getting darker in universe. Okay, that's a tutorial for that. The sound design in this game is so good. Like, I'm literally gonna turn the audio up on my end just to... Okay, there should be a button for that, right? I think there's a button for the light, but I don't know what it is. Also, I'm not good with horror in general, so I thought going to this like, oh, it's a PS1 game, and I don't know how well it'll age, but playing this, I'm already vaguely spooked, I will say. The fact that I have so little control over my character, I don't know if that's adding to it or not, but I'm gonna have to be careful about when I play this game, I feel like, going in. I am a scaredy cat in general, although... I feel like this would be a bit scarier if I had, like, the pacing, like, if I could pace it. Anyway, that wasn't me just, like, bumbling around. Although, that's not
What
good.
is this? What's going on here?
Dude, get out of there. I mean, I guess you're looking for your daughter. I understand, like... Oh, gee, okay, I don't know how to... I can't move, I can't... what do I do? How do I... This is probably like you're supposed to die here. Which I hope so. 'Cause... I wish I knew what the attack button was. I sure wish I... Okay, and then I wake up here. Pretty cool. Hey, that's a cutscene from early on. You get to meet the nurse, right? That is not a nurse, that is a cop. A cab lady. Alright, what do you want from me, woman? I'm trying to find my daughter.
Was I dreaming?
I think.
How do you feel?
Oh, like I've been run over by a truck. But I'm alright, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for a vacation. I just got here.
Why would you come here for a vacation?
I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself.
Am I supposed to be advancing the text? Like, there's kind of weird pauses between the dialogue, but I don't know.
Have you seen a little girl?
I'm afraid of skipping over text.
Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair.
Also, it's kind of a weird question to be asking people.
My daughter.
You should preface with
Sorry.
that I'm stumbling.
The only person I've seen in this town is you.
Where is everybody?
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me. But from what I can tell, something bizarre's going on. That's all I know.
Okay, why do you think something bizarre is going on? Like, give me more information here.
What's your name?
Harry.
Harry.
Harry Mason.
Okay,
Sybil Bennett.
certainly
I'm a
names.
police officer from Brams, the next town over. The phones are all dead, and the radio too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements.
I'm gonna guess your phone isn't gonna work. It is a horror game, that's the vibe.
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
My daughter. I've got to find her.
How do you know she's here?
No way.
Also, what?
It's dangerous out there.
Okay, then that's all the more
In
reason to
that
find
case,
her.
I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl.
Exactly. The voice acting is a bit weird, but
I can't just leave her out there by herself.
this is the vibe. You can see my hand
Have you got a
twitching with the
gun?
2 pixels.
No.
Are you gonna give me a gun?
Take this, and hope you don't have to use it.
Let's go. Okay, Sybil, you're alright in my book.
Now listen to me. Before you pull the trigger, know who you're shooting.
I feel like you're not
And
very
don't
good
do it unless you have to.
as a cop, just giving random people guns, but in this
And don't go
case,
blasting me by mistake.
yeah, I feel like you're listing good reasons not to give him a gun, but in this context, that
Yeah.
is good.
Thanks.
Immediately not respecting
best to stay
trigger
nearby.
safety.
I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Is she gonna die immediately? Possibly. Alright, well, we got a bit more to go. Let's get used to controls. Let's see if we can look around. Okay, X is interact, as you would want. Oh, yeah, let's take stuff. Yeah, alright, good. What, anything else here? Alrighty, beautiful, loving it. Why are we in this camera angle? Was there something outside? Oh. Okay, this is how we save. Perfect. Beautiful. It looks like we will be able to increment our saves too. I don't know if that's going to show up on the recording. Why was there movement in the background when I picked up that one thing and they switched the camera angle to be all weird? Well, there's some items very conveniently placed in the foreground. TV. How about the knife? Can I... Yes, I want the knife. Do we have like a maximum inventory system? I mean like an inventory cap. I always phrase things bad. Yep, moonwalk. Pretty cool. Obviously the plot isn't going to advance until we leave this area. At least I'm assuming. But I mean that's all the better because we get to mess around. So we got 2 health drinks. I'm guessing is a health refill, obviously given the name. And I have 8 slots. Okay, good to know. A kitchen knife is if we run out of ammo, I'm guessing. And map, we have a map now. We are there at the cafe. So I'm guessing this is going to be the layout of the game that we're going to be playing with in the future. Can I go up to status equipment command? That is one thing too. Like, I don't know which one we're on, and I don't seem to be able to change it with anything. Any button except for X goes down to exit. So I will take the hint and exit here. Can we override saves? Yes. I guess I'd say it reads us as having played 7 minutes of this game, which might make sense given that like I spent so long on the cutscene and opening scene.
What's that?
Oh, what is that? That's a good question.
Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Huh? Radio. That's something scary, I'm guessing. Oh, are we gonna have to fight? Oh, okay. How do I... kill, shoot, how do I shoot? Oh, okay, cool, this is going good. Cool, yeah, what's the map? Pretty good. Is it... I'm pressing every button. We may die here, I might have to look up the controls afterwards. Please. Okay, good start. Game over. I will look up the controls. Alright, so just to get ourselves set up for next time, I looked it up here real quick. It says R2. So we gotta pause, we gotta equip the gun, we gotta leave the menu, we gotta hold R2. Okay, now we're in like weapon mode. Yeehaw, I'm wasting all my bullets. This is just like for testing, of course, so. You can switch to the knife. Okay, let's get a better look at that animation here. Oh, that's real slow. I don't know if you can hear my... So like, if for reference, you press it. There's a good second wind up on it, and then you do it, and then you have to wait for it to... for his hand to fully reset. Like, when's the soonest you can press it again? Like, when his hand's around reset. Okay. Let's just, since we're already wasting ammo on that, let's just... Okay, and we can't... So if you tap it a bunch of times, you can shoot a bunch. And I'm out of ammo. Pretty cool. I like how she's like, oh, don't waste the ammo or anything, and then I just immediately start shooting. Okay, and that's using those. Don't know how to use a flashlight, but that's going to be useful later. Maybe I'll look that up right now. I can do this funky little hop. It's pretty cool. I think the one missing button is supposed to be the light. I probably don't have access to it. Yet, because I probably don't have access to it yet because I am in a bright area. But yeah, so running, if you run backwards, you do this funky little hop, which may be faster than walking backwards, but it's not going to be by much if so. Alright, that's pretty cool. I guess we'll end it here. Not a very glamorous place to end things off, but as you can tell, I am very much out of my depth playing this game, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of what I was hoping for, honestly, but it's going to make the first few episodes a little awkward. Can I read these posters? It says study. And it says some other stuff, but you can't see the full poster until you're zoomed out. Alright. Well, we'll call it here. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll save state just in case.